Is there really a difference between a $3,000 bike and a $1,500 bike? We've got the Rawrr Mantis Mini R and the HillMiles MilePop1 ready to go out onto the Supercross track here at Three Palms. We're gonna see how they do. So the HillMiles MilePop1 is a 3,000 watt motor. We've got a 12-inch rear wheel and a 14-inch front wheel, top speed of 31 miles per hour, mid-drive motor, and real sounding motors. On the Rawrr Mantis Mini R, we've got a 14-inch rear wheel and a 17-inch front wheel, but we've got a 6,000 watt motor in it with a 72 volt system and a top speed of almost 50 miles per hour. We're gonna do some laps around this track and see which one Calyx prefers. You ready?
Yeah.
You got a kickstand up?
Yeah.
All right. Have fun out there. You're doing 2 laps. What did you think of the HillMiles?
It goes pretty quick. The bar, I'm pretty sure, does go quicker. The airtime on that tabletop over there, it was so strange. The bike is really unbalanced.
So when you jump, the front comes down before the back does. It's not balanced in the air. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, but it was like really unbalanced. Like it was like 45 degrees.
What mode were you riding in? Mode 3? Okay. You want to switch bikes?
Yes.
Being as the HillMiles has a weight limit of 256 pounds, 100 pounds more than me, I'm gonna go take a lap on it too. All right, let's see how awkward this is for a big man. I'm 6 feet tall, about 150 pounds. I guess my goal on this is to see, can I even make it around the track? So far, I'd say yeah. Just a few turns in, I'm not disappointed. Definitely less power than my X Pro, but that's to be expected. Tiny wheels for me. Foot pegs are also really small. I am definitely not the target market demographic for this bike. But tell you what, dude, it's actually not bad. And for 1,500 bucks, it's getting the job done pretty well. So Calyx said it jumps a little nose heavy. I don't know that he's accurate. I think it's actually doing a decent job of jumping, but I'm not jumping it too much because I am bottoming it out. But man, 1,500 bucks, that's a fun toy. I would take this over a Razor any day. That's actually not bad. It's a pretty legit little bike. Now it's time to test the Rawrr Mantis Mini R17. This is the bike you've been riding more regularly. You think it's going to be a fun ride?
When is it not? Yep, got what's up there. So soft. And she's on the HillMiles. That's it. Oh, it's up me. Should I cheat? Yeah, listen, I'm thinking about going even further. How did I get air on that jump? Ooh, I can just think. Nobody cares.
So after doing a bunch of laps on the Rawrr Mini R, what did you think of it?
It was really great. It handled the turns really well. It got a lot of airtime.
Now the really important question, is this bike worth twice as much as the other one?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta say, I love the fact that he was able to identify the difference in speed and quality on the Rawrr. Not saying the HillMiles is a bad bike by any means. It's still fun, it still gets you around the track, and it gets you riding. So as a kid, first time rider, between 8 and maybe 13 years old, that is a really cool bike to have for 1,500 bucks. And if you use the code that I've got linked below, you can save an additional 15% too. So have fun with that one. The old man's turn on the Rawrr Mantis Mini R. Let's see what I can do on this thing. Mode 3. Track is clear. Let's roll. This bike is so much fun. I mean, I think any little bike is fun. But I think this is definitely smoother than the HillMiles. The suspension's better. I think just generally the handling, the chassis is better. So I would say it depends on your skill level. If you're somebody who is just getting started, the HillMiles is a great way to dip your toe into riding. Now this section gets so dark and so rutted thanks to my big bike. I'm doing 24 miles an hour through here. Wonder if I can do the little tabletop in the middle. Not the double that I was just hitting in the Pro. Wow. Let's see how it goes. Jumps really well. It'd jump a lot better if I was a kid. I'd say for this comparison, there's not much comparison. I'd say with this comparison, it's almost not really a comparison. The Rawrr is just leaps and bounds different than the HillMiles is. I think I want to get my hands on the Tudio Soleil 1 to do a real comparison of that $1,500 price point bike and see which of those two is the better at that price. Let me know if you want to see that video and I'll try to do what I can to make that happen.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video.
He's a YouTuber in the making. Of course, you know I had to bring out the X Pro because I can't say no to a track like this. So let's go do a lap on this bike too. Well,